Oh my gosh.
We were so prepared for this. You guys look absolutely amazing. Don't they look bomb right now? So who's the biggest Riverdale fan out there right now? I would do a poll, but I'm not about like putting women against each other right now. You two are absolutely amazing and gorgeous. Thank you so much for being here. We have such an amazing panel right now. First, Camila, you have been really, really outspoken on body positivity, calling out magazines that Photoshop you. You're like, hey, wait a minute. My thighs are a little bit thicker than that. I'm going to need you to fix
It was my
that
waist.
right now.
It was my waist.
It was your waist. Okay. So what is it about you that makes you feel that women should feel more confident in the way they look? And they don't need to be at the magazine standards.
Yeah. Honestly, I just feel like beauty should always be approached from a place of health and just wanting to be a healthy human being and live a long, happy life. So I think so far we've only seen so many types of body in the media, in the shows we watch, and the content we consume. It's always been tall, skinny white girls. And so I think now we just need to keep speaking out on that and just exposing different types of bodies, because I eat healthy. I eat shit sometimes too, you know what I mean? Like all I do is I try to just live a balanced, healthy lifestyle, and I don't want to let the industry define what beauty is.
What would, right? Madelaine, what would you tell your younger self about trying to fit in? That stigma of wanting to sit at the cool kids' table.
Man, I tried to fit in for a very, very long time in my life. I have bright red hair. I was born vegan, South African, with no religion. I feel like I was the strangest kid in my small town, and I tried really hard to fit in for a long time and hide the things that made me different. And the minute, I'm not kidding, the minute that I started embracing exactly who I was 100% happier than who I was. I was really pushing my real self down. So that would be what I tell myself, is just be you, girl.
I love it. But here's the thing. We fall a little bit guilty to trying to look perfect for social media. Who has more than 5 apps on their phone right now to make them look better? Be real. I know we got some Facetunes, some VSOCs, some Snapseeds out there. I know I probably got about 15 different things. But what do you say, Camila, to these young girls right now, and to yourself also, when you might see a picture that's actually not perfect, how to have self-love in such a digital age?
It's tough. I mean, I can't say that I'm perfect. I don't, when I'm in photo shoots and stuff, I always say, like, I want to get, okay, here's the thing about photo shoots. You don't get to approve the photos you take. So it's a very vulnerable thing, because you're putting yourself in the photographer's hands. They ultimately get to decide what photo gets chosen. So it makes you feel a little bit more closed up when you're in the shoot. You kind of don't want to move your body a certain way, because you're like, what if they choose that photo? And for me, I'll say things like that, and they'll be like, oh, we'll touch it up, it's fine. And I'm like, no, I don't want you to touch it up. Let's just get a nice photo that's real and honest. But I don't want you altering my body. That's not my body. And I personally, I don't have any photos, photo editing apps. I think I only have like ones to put a border or something. But like, if I don't like a photo, I'm just not gonna post it. I'd rather just not post a photo that I don't like of myself than, add some like tweaks here and there to my body that aren't real, and people are gonna notice isn't my body anyway. I'm here in flesh. You can see the way I look. Why would I try to hide that?
It's a big deal, though. No, it's a big deal, because you have these standards that we feel like we have to live up to look perfect and everything like that. And the fact that you're like, hey, I don't care. Show the blemish, show the skin how it is, show how it looks.
I want to add to that and say, I've realized the more open I am about, like, the more I publicize my struggles and the more I show photos of myself that don't look good and just kind of expose that, the more comfortable I become with myself. You start to let go of it as soon as you put it out there in the world, like put a photo where your skin looks really bad or where your belly roll is showing or anything. When you put that out in the world, then you just kind of start letting go of the idea that you should be perfect.
I love
and then the standards drop and the expectations drop and you're just like, I'm myself, and I'm just gonna show that to the world.
I love that you mentioned the belly roll right now because I'm over here like trying to tuck.
Dude, I know,
this,
and that's my
like
biggest
this.
thing. That's my biggest thing.
What I love about you two is that the friendship is genuine. It goes, look, you saw that? Did you guys see that? Camila was about to start singing Kiki, do you love me?
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
I love it. It's clear that you guys are friends off camera, not just on camera. Talk about the dynamic of the relationship and how important is it to have a friend that you can I'm about to tear up. The way that they're looking at them is like when Lady and the Tramp had that one piece of spaghetti and y'all were just looking deep into each other's eyes.
I would say we're just really lucky to be on a cast that's so female driven and so young and also so supportive. Like I've never met a larger group of women that is more supportive of each other. Like I'm still blown away by the fact that I've got so many sisters where I work. Like it's really strong.
It's interesting when your friendships are publicized and everyone like knows your friends and I feel like there's so much even you guys don't see that happens behind the scenes and like things that we go through together that we speak about together in our trailers and like we've all seen each other at our best and our worst. And I think that really bonds you and it makes you create better.
I want to quote this, because I don't want to get it wrong, that you have shared that achieving fame, for you to achieve fame is to be successful and happiness. What does happiness and success look for you at this stage of your career? Do you have any other goals that you want to achieve?
I don't like answering that question because I feel like I'm just kind of taking life day by day and seeing where it takes me. I don't like setting expectations. I know that I'm a driven person and I know that I have goals to reach, but I don't want to set anything too specific because I want to just kind of feel it out as I go and just follow my intuition. You know, it's like I trust my gut when it comes to like career decisions and beauty decisions and anything. I just feel like I really need to listen to myself instead of set these specific goals.
And I want to make sure that I get you, Madelaine, have been quoted saying that red lipstick comes with sass. They could all go a long way, your red hair and your red lips together. What was your mantra when you started filming the show for every Beautycon out here?
Just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming.
Honestly, I feel like when I started the show, I never wore red lipstick, by the way. I was like afraid of the color red and orange. Thank you. And then I booked the show, and it's funny because I feel like getting in the spotlight has actually made me more confident because I have a group of people who support me in any light, and I feel like that's a really beautiful thing to have. So my mantra in the beginning was just keep swimming because I literally had no idea what I was doing. And I'm sort of figuring it out, slowly but surely.
Did you have something that you didn't really do until you got on the camera and you were like, oh, okay, that's okay. I like that. Like, I was such a tomboy before I started television. They couldn't get me into heels. Now I'm like, which ones can I wear?
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm not really big on wearing like skirts in day-to-day life. Like wearing Veronica's clothes is a nightmare for me. Because it's always so tight and it like cinches the waist and I'm like, you know what I mean? And it sucks when you're trying to do an emotional scene but like you can't breathe through the clothes that you're wearing. But it eventually just kind of became a part of who she is. Veronica, you know, she has a good posture and she's like very prim and proper. So I feel like it fits her character, but it took a lot of adjusting for me to like be comfortable in Veronica's skin and in her wardrobe.
How does it feel serving such an untouched audience that is the Latin community right now? Being a woman of color, being very outspoken in Hollywood, we're rare. We're few.
We're a few breeds.
We're sprinkled out there, but the Latinos are representing today. Estamos aquí. But how does it feel to be able to represent for your culture and show some pretty brown skin on that TV screen?
It's amazing. I'm honored. I'm glad they made Veronica and the Lodge family Latinos. I think it's very powerful because they're a family that is intellectual and strong and determined. So I feel like that's a good way to portray Latin people, and I don't think you see that a lot, so I'm happy to be a part of that.
How do you both use your platform to empower young women? Madelaine, you could go first.
I feel like it's all about spreading positivity, and like I started a YouTube channel just to show you guys a more raw version of myself than this like overly made up character that you see on television. I don't wear makeup on my YouTube channel a lot of the time. Like I show you guys the other side of me that you wouldn't see if I didn't have one. So I feel like that's a way that I show you, different little things about myself, and I spread positivity on there, and I try to talk to as many of you guys as I possibly can, and just reach out and talk and, be there for you.
I heard over there, they're like, I love your YouTube channel. Camila, how do you use your platform?
Well, my YouTube channel, actually, I also started, no, I'm kidding, I don't have a YouTube channel. I don't think you guys even know that. I'm sorry, what was the question?
How do you use your platform to inspire young women and empower the youth?
I just feel like I open up about the things I'm vulnerable about, my body, my eating disorder. I feel like I've spoken very publicly about that, and I used to be really scared to do that because I thought, it's a big thing to share with 10 million people. You know what I mean? It's a big step, and I thought that it might kind of expose me in a way that I wasn't ready. But then I realized it actually helps me so much because now I'm connecting with people every day. I met a girl on the plane the other day who came up to me and talked to me. She thanked me for everything about that I speak about on body positivity. And then she told me her whole story. And we were having this 3-hour conversation on the plane, like tearing up, talking about eating disorders. And it was really beautiful. And I realized the power that we have with our platform where we can connect with young men and women, and it's a beautiful thing. I feel like it's a waste not to use it.
When we live in such a vain society, especially with social media, I know about eating disorders. I also overcame one too. And how do you keep from falling back to that mentality?
A good peer support system. I think it's good to have people to talk to and relate your problems to. Because you find a lot of times when you go to seek advice from your mother or your sister or whoever, other women, female presences in your life, sometimes they're kind of dealing with one too, but they haven't acknowledged it within themselves. So the advice they give you just kind of puts you right back into that place that you're not supposed to go. And I think it's important to surround yourself with people that are very confident with themselves so that you're getting that, you're constantly feeling this sense of self-acceptance and love. And that's easier said than done. I feel like there are a lot of people that surround us that aren't necessarily inspiring us to be comfortable with ourselves. But
Well,
I got this girl right here.
I see. You both have each other.
Honestly, like the amount of times I've either gone to your trailer or Ashley's trailer, crying sometimes. I'm like, I feel so shitty in this costume, and I don't know, I don't want to be on camera wearing this. And having people like them in my life in those moments who then encourage me to overcome that is really great. And that's why I think it's important to be open about it, because if you're going to hold it in, sometimes you're just going to be too hard on yourself and it'll erupt.
So what does make you feel confident and beautiful on those not so confident and beautiful days?
I would say my peers, honestly. I feel my most beautiful when I'm around people who lift me up and inspire me.
Make you feel like yourself.
Yeah, I feel like my happiest when I'm wearing no makeup and I'm I just finished work and I just put slathered moisturizer all over my face and we're all in the car on our way home.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've learned from Camila and Lily and everybody else on the show how to embrace the way I look just on a regular day basis, and I feel my most beautiful when I'm surrounded by those people.
Yeah. I think it also helps when I am feeling down on myself. And I know this is an annoying answer, but maybe just go to a yoga class. That honestly changes. Sometimes I just need to show up somewhere and sweat and just kind of get all that. It's a spiritual thing in a way. When you sweat out something, it's you're getting all that negativity out of your body. And then you get endorphins and then you feel great again. So I feel like you just have to be strong and force yourself to do something good for your body, nourish your body, take care of yourself, treat yourself like your best friend.
Light a candle, you know.
Light a candle.
Put on the diffuser.
Put on some SZA.
You
Jam
know.
in the
Hey.
shower. Guys, I love singing in the shower.
I know.
I know that we have so many fans out here right now. And they have a lot of questions that they want to ask you. I'm looking over for my moderator right now because we have a question for the audience. I'm sorry, I don't know where the mic is. If you want to just start talking. Right, should I bring the mic to them? Yeah? Okay. Okay. What's up, pretty smile? Okay, what's your name?
Mandy.
Mandy? Who's your question for?
Both of them.
Okay, what's your question?
What's your favorite scene you ever filmed on Riverdale?
What's your favorite
I didn't hear who
scene?
the question was for.
What's your favorite scene you ever filmed on Riverdale?
I know what mine is, but I tell it all the time. Can you guess what mine is? I bet you can. It was with
No.
everybody.
It was with everybody?
It was with everybody. Season 1.
Oh.
No.
That was my favorite scene too. Wait,
Okay,
you're talking about
great.
in the snow?
Yeah.
That was by far my
Okay,
favorite
well, we
scene.
should answer what the question is. Sorry. The
Let's say it at the same time. The snow scene in season 1 at the season
13,
finale.
season
Season
finale.
finale. 13.
The season finale.
Yeah, like it was so beautiful. Like I don't know that you get to do that all the time. Like shoot in these gorgeous snowy mountains
How
around
about
you.
when you were breathing on me to keep me warm when I
know.
was sopping wet? She literally stood in front of me and was like, I was like, she's like, I've got to keep you warm. I've got to keep you warm. Pretty cute.
It was amazing.
Okay, we have another question.
Hi. I love you guys both so much, and I have 2 questions. Okay, the first one is, when is season 3 gonna start?
October 10th at 8 p.m. Central on the CW.
There you go.
And the second question is, would you guys please reenact a scene for us?
Should we do?
Wait. No. We should do. Sorry, Cheryl Bombshell.
Do you remember the lines?
That was my audition monologue. Do I remember the lines?
Do you remember?
Oh, I know what you need, Cheryl. What is it? I forgot. Oh, I know what you need, Cheryl, because I know who you are. You would rather be
Feared
feared
than
than liked. You'd rather people fear you than like you, so you traffic in terror and intimidation. We've gotten so comfortable with each other that we already know like the deal, you know, we know how to like work out the technicalities of shooting makeout scenes. I always take the top lip, he takes the bottom lip. Veronica's in charge.
Very important. Very important. Do you like make sure that he has like mouthwash, breath mints, and that you guys are prepared when it comes to that?
I always chew gum as a human being, so like I do. But yeah, I ask for a mint before, you know, just to make sure.
It's respectful.
Yeah, respectful.
Respectful.
Although I'll always joke with him. I'll be like, KJ, I'm eating garlic bread today. He'd be like, eat whatever you want. I don't care. I was like, really?
There you go.
I might do
Next
it.
question. Oh, I see you. Okay.
Hi. Oh my gosh, first of all, 3 things, sorry. I love you guys so much. Wow. Second thing, Camila, I don't know if you remember, but I met you in an airport at LAX in March.
Oh.
And we talked for a little bit, and I told you that I wanted to be an actress when I older, and you told me not to give up.
Yeah. Hi.
You remember me?
You were covering yourself with the mic.
Oh, sorry.
But now I can see your face. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay. Also, that was the best day of my life.
Aw.
First of all, what's it like to have everybody know you everywhere you go? Like, constantly fans trying to talk
I
to
mean,
you.
calm down. Nobody knows me everywhere I go. Like, it's not like
Literally.
in a room like this it may feel
places.
that way, but like honestly, it's not that crazy. I know this is a weird thing to say, but I feel like I'm at a comfortable level of fame where it's like I get recognized here and there, and like I can take a photo here and there, but it's not insane. You know, like I'm not Ariana Grande. Like I can go out and go grocery
We
shopping.
still go
like
eat.
it's fine.
We grocery shop.
Yeah, we can
I like
do
it.
things. It's
Great,
fine.
yeah.
Next question.
Hi guys. First of all, you guys are amazing. And
Thank you.
Camila, you are such an inspiration for me. as an actress, especially because of your Brazilian roots.
Você é brasileira?
Yeah.
Bom.
I came here just to see you. Like,
Oh my
I love you so
gosh.
much.
Wow, thank you. I'm honored. Thank you.
I love you as well, Madelaine.
Oh, thank you.
And yeah, thank you so much. You guys are beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes. Questions, guys. You guys put your hands up really, 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 really high. I know we only got a few minutes left with the ladies. Next question.
First of all,
Hi.
I love both of you so much.
That's like everybody has to say that
I
when
know,
they get
I
on the
know.
mic. They have to. Oh.
What's your question, girl?
My question is, what was the hardest scene to film?
The hardest scene to film? I think I shot it yesterday.
Tell us.
Tell us. I can.
Tell us
but
a
it's
little
very,
bit.
It's
What
a very
happened?
emotional scene for Veronica
Okay.
and her father. You know, one of those.
So it was Veronica and her father. What were they emotional about?
Oh my
Why don't you tune in on October 10th?
You're really good. You're really good. You're- I tried, guys. I tried to get a little bit for you guys. So next question. Okay. Hi. What's your name? You got
Me?
the-
Oh,
Where's the
hi.
mic?
I'm right here. So actually, this is for both of you, kind of, but for Madelaine more. I've taken a few classes at ZBS, and I've been talking to Zach about you because I just really love you a lot. And I was just wondering, like, what do you guys keep thinking about just to, like, keep going and getting over, like, all the people that say no to you, like when they said no to you, and just like, yeah, how to keep positive.
That's a good question. Do you want to?
I feel like I got a lot, and I'm not kidding, a lot of no's, like so many no's. I did so many auditions before I booked Riverdale, and it was hard. Like there were definitely nights that I would talk to my roommate and cry and say, I'm never gonna make it, and that's a totally normal feeling, and just being okay with that and sitting with that and knowing that that's okay and that that happens, and being okay with a little failure because there's gonna be a lot of it, and not even looking at it as failure, but looking at it as like this is just another stepping stone towards a yes. And I started getting that mentality. I kept working 3 jobs to pay my rent, and I kept myself busy with other things, but focused on my auditions, and eventually the pieces will fall together, and you just have to know that.
Auditioning is like dating. You're not going to be right for everybody, and you're not going to be right for every role. So sometimes you just got to accept that it's not the right time. Like the right role will be there for you, and then when you get it, it'll feel right.
But you cannot start dating until you're 21, okay? Just saying. No, just like. What's the next question? Go ahead.
Can you reenact your dance battle?
What?
Can you
Oh.
reenact your dance battle?
The dance battle.
I hurt my knee really bad, so I can't. But if
I
she would
definitely
like
can't
to,
do it in these.
That was a really good way of getting out of it.
I can reenact the song. DJ Tornado. That was good, right?
All right, this is the last question. The last question, guys.
Hi.
Last question.
A lot
No
of
pressure.
A lot of pressure. Okay, so first of all, Madelaine, when you said the Just Keep Swimming was your thing, I'm actually wearing a mantra brand that says Just Keep Swimming.
Wow.
that is very strange and serendipitous, wouldn't you say?
A little bit, but who knows? Also, I have a question. I know that both of you guys pursue the more body positivity route, but as a natural beauty kind of thing, what would you say is like your prime skincare item?
Prime skincare item? What, like my favorite skincare item? Is that weird? I would say my Jurlique Rose Water Balancing Mist. It feels so good just spraying that. I've become obsessed with toner. Jurlique, the Rose Water Balancing Mist. I just love toner.
I
It's
have
an
this
essential
little
step for me.
facial device that like wakes my face up in the morning that I use every day before I go to set. I think I put it on my YouTube channel 5,000 times, but it's just like a little new face laser that I just like use for 5 minutes every morning.
Yeah.
And it's really annoying when
Whenever
you're
we're in the
with
car
me.
with Madelaine, she's just like,
It's like half asleep, but I love it. I swear by it,
it
honestly.
looks like you're tasering your face.
And it feels like you're tasering your face.
That's awesome. Ladies, you two have been exceptional. You both are beautiful. Thank you
I
so
just
much for
wanna
taking
keep
your time
talking to
out
you
and hanging out
guys.
with us.
Having us.
Guys,